What's going on, everybody? It's your boy 3G. We back with another video. So let's talk about Black Ops 6. Is it worth the $60, $70, $80, whichever edition? Is it even worth buying? Okay, because right now there's so many games dropping. October was really a bad month and a good month at the same time. Too many games came out, and you know, whether or not you knew what you were going to purchase, there was just still a lot of games to release that released. So let's talk about Black Ops 6. So in my opinion, based off of what I played from Zombies, I put in probably like 10 hours on Zombies already, and I put in like probably 15 hours on multiplayer. The story, I barely got to play it yet, but I'm actually excited to play it because there is no doubt that the majority of CODs, I would probably say 80% of Call of Duty games that do drop, the campaigns are somewhat amazing. And I'm gonna use that word, amazing. The campaigns, even if it was Infinite Warfare, the campaign for a story is always fire. Now, does it translate over to the multiplayer? Sometimes no, not always, but let's talk about it. So Black Ops 6 dropped a couple of days ago. We put up like a 14-hour stream across all platforms. It was going crazy. Now, as far as the multiplayer goes, I want to just say that the guns, the weapons of choice that they have in the game are great. I have no problems with the weapons that they have. I love the fact that they separated the grinding for camos, whereas you don't have to necessarily unlock attachments through playing with other guns. Like, they have everything straightforward for each individual gun on its own. But of course, to get the main guns like Nebula, Camo, and Zombies, or Dark Matter, you have to obviously unlock the majority of those higher camos. But the challenges aren't as ridiculous. You have to get 100 headshots or whatever other class you're starting off with, and then from there you do like 10 double kills, whatever. They made the challenge, they dubbed down the challenges. I don't mind it. The reason why I don't mind it is because Call of Duty is in such a competitive market space with everybody over the last 10 years. I don't got time to hope and pray that these compy ass lobbies and all these ridiculous long shots that you had to do, it's just pointless to me. So the challenges are super simple, super easy to get into it. Honestly, I have no problem with it. As far as the gunplay, I don't feel like there's many ghosting going on. Skill-based matchmaking does get triggered a little bit, but I feel like what they're testing out right now is not skill-based. I forgot what else it's called, but I feel like whatever AI, whatever they're using, if you do bad for a first couple matches, they put you back into like lobbies that are almost in the same skill ratio. Once you do good, you get jumped right back in. That's how it's been feeling for us, you know, since we've all been playing in the group, Cell Squad and everybody. Another thing too, I feel like pistols and secondaries have been kind of ass this year. Don't really see nobody caring about them. That's why people use the greed cards. In fact, I don't see a lot of people giving a shit about a lot of the greed cards or whatever, the wild cards, or utilizing them or talking about them much. It seems like there's some stuff in that game and people just enjoy the basic format of just playing Black Ops 6. Like just the basic necessities, or however you want to say it, of playing. They get their class setups, they get their perks, and their kill streaks. Now, adding on with kill streaks, the first several kill streaks are garbage, in my opinion. I think the kill streaks get better once you hit to 1,000 points or more. That's when you start seeing like the real good ones. But you know, from right before you get to those, you have some really ass kill streaks. Yeah, in my opinion, they have some really good guns. I like a lot of the guns that they have. Quick scoping is absolutely back. People definitely quick scope. I don't mind it though. There's a balance with so many different guns and an unbalance. Some things are OP, some things aren't. It seems like this year ARs are absolutely a juggernaut of a class to choose from, which was assault rifles. But also, if you know a good submachine gun, you could whip ass in this category. So normally in Call of Duty, it's always one specific gun class that's dominant. In this case, I haven't used a light machine gun, but submachine guns and assault rifles for me have been like a W. Outside of that, let's talk a little bit about Zombies. They got these 2 zombie maps. I think they're great. I think Zombies is very straight to the point, straightforward. They offered the story, the Easter egg that is currently out now, the camo grinding for Zombies. I think Zombies is super, super tough. Like once you get to like level 10 and you got like 4 people, man, that's a lot of zombies. They don't play no games. I love how Zombies feels. It's round based, but it feels a little different. Holds your hand a little bit. You get to save or exfil, and people told me that's similar to like Vanguard or Cold War, one of those two. So, and they still use the gobble gum stuff. So, you know, they took it a step back. They didn't do this open world bullshit like they did with last year, and I did not like that. But this year, it still has round base in it with a story to fulfill when you get to a certain part in zombies, which I think is pretty cool. So for me, zombies has been a fun experience overall. Zombies have been a fun experience. You know, again, I'm not trying to drag the video. Like, as you guys are looking at the gameplay in the background or whatever you're watching, it's been a fun experience. I think if you guys jump into zombies, for those who are OG zombie players, you're still gonna get a fun feel for it. For those who are used to the gobblegum era of zombies, you're gonna get used to that. And of course, a story. You know, you guys are gonna have fun with that as well. The negatives. On the multiplayer side, the maps suck. There's probably a couple maps that I can say that I like, probably like 2, but it's weird because I feel like the maps are so ass, but I enjoy the game so much. The hit detection is so good. It's so rich in that game. Like, I love the hit detection. I love the time to kill, actually. But Jesus Christ, the maps suck. I feel like there's this one map, it's called Low Key or Low Town. Shit is trash. It feels like it's gonna be in Warzone. That map looks like a Warzone map, like it's gonna be in the Warzone world. That shit sucks. A lot of the maps suck. The snow map sucks. And obviously some maps cater to certain modes, but I don't like that certain maps are only available in certain modes like Gala and Pit. You know, some modes only have certain maps. So when they say 16 maps at launch, it's really 8 maps for multiplayer, 4 for like the face-off map, for the face-off mode, which is just straight up guns, no kill streaks. And we just need to go back to the formula. Drop all these bitches on every map. Like, drop these game modes on every map. Like, give us that. You know, this year is probably one of the worst years for maps. I'm not gonna lie, since 2019. It's not the doors, it's none of that. It just feels shitty. It just doesn't feel like fun. Like, the maps, the game is fun, but the maps are just whack. You know what I mean? But they're tolerable. You know what I'm saying? It's tolerable, or it's just terrible. There's no map that's great. There's no map that's just so bad, except for Lowtown. They're just tolerable. So that's the up and down experience, but I enjoy playing it so much. I love the leveling system, even though it takes quite a bit to level up, but I love it. I love how they're doing the prestiging in that game. And honestly, again, hit detection is fucking great. I love the camos in the game too. They did a really good, like, you know, job with the camos. We've been having a lot of fun. Shit, so much so that me and the Cell Squad, like, we caught ourselves in the game for 10 hours. Like, it's been a long time that we just stay on the game for 10 hours, even on launch day. Like, launch day, we normally, it's been a long time since we stayed on the game for a long time during launch. You know, it hasn't been like that for a long time. There's no need to go into what we hope and what we wished, and you know, it's just a matter of, you know, you're up to level 55, I think, prestiging or whatever. But it's just sometimes it doesn't make sense when you unlock certain stuff at what level. Like if you're unlocking grenades or whatever, it's just, you know, Call of Duty's gonna do Call of Duty. But again, it really comes down to maps, and maps for me this year is ass. But really, if you watch the gameplay, the game is so fun to play. The game, you get right into it. You can have fun with your boys, your homegirls, whatever, whoever. And that's just my thoughts on it. You know, the game, is it worth buying? Is it worth playing? For me, I don't feel like I regret that purchase. There's been Call of Duties that I'm just like, fuck, I regret that. Like, you're not gonna see me on it. I didn't like I played Cold War for the first couple months and got off of it for a while, then jumped back on it later and it got better. This feels like I'm enjoying my experience. We just, honestly, if I can make any suggestion, drop all classic maps already. Drop all classic maps. The fact that Nuketown won't be available to November, like the way this game came out, they took 4 years. It's the first Call of Duty that took 4 years. I feel like a lot of it went into polishing the game, which you can clearly feel. You feel the game's polished. The game feels polished. But the story as well. You see, I didn't get a chance to play the story, so I'm not giving you guys my thoughts on the story, but I heard it's great. It's 10 hours long. One of the longest Call of Duty campaigns in recent years. So Black Ops is giving you guys a lot, you know. So that's just really it, you know. Quick video, my thoughts on Call of Duty Black Ops 6. There's always room for improvement. You know, the game's graphics look okay. You know, nothing crazy, nothing ridiculous out the shelf. And you know, it just offers a couple of modes that I think are fun. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. It's your boy 3MG, and that's pretty much what I have. All right, I'm out. Peace.